Oh my god, I think it's working. Holy crap. I will say that it looks like this video is lagging. Which is lame. Okay, well, that's fine. I just replaced this webcam. It's now a happy Logitech 4K webcam, and that actually looks good. It's the only way to have it pretty. This isn't a. What I have now is this shitty GoPro, and kind of see it in the reflection. It's like it's a piece of junk. It's like a 1080p pseudo GoPro, but it was like literally dollars. So it is not a high quality camera experience. So oh well. Oh well. It exists. It's fine. Anyways, hi. Well, I exist. I'm gonna depatch. I'm gonna unpatch all of this junk. Long cables, yeah. Probably just end up using them cables, but that's beside the doing DJ dead puppies. Keep patching. Actually, it is. It's a good time. To do. I don't know. I don't really have any ideas. You just maybe you just build a group, pick all, and set up some cool drum groups out. Drum brute. Just go ahead. And then free at last. Modular is free at last. Amazing. It's a miracle. This thing being short. Yes, it is. Okay. So, all right. How do we? Many. Is the dot sequencer might be kind of. Yeah. Let's use the dot sequencer. Let's just control it maybe with the clock from the Metropolis. You could always just daisy chain a clock together. That would be acceptable. That, or we'll just do the same thing. It's just to run extra clock. Let's do that. That's easy enough. Okay. So yeah, sure enough. Rerun clock signals. Clock goes. Boom. Clock. You're done. Okay. Sure. Okay. So now start to see. tilt. Okay, so there's that. This is clock number 2. Something. Yeah, I guess we could run to the Metropolis. We need something eventually. But for now, let's got a few channels here. So we can use like a kick drum. So then the obvious thing would be to... No, it's not. Silly question of cable's gonna reach. It's generally... Sir. Oh, son of a... This one will reach. So, the trick is the out. There's a start. Ear massage. Headphone. Bass drum. Massage. Headphones with bass drum. Ear massage. Headphones with bass drum. Ear massage. Headphones with bass drum. Okay, sorry. Like it. There we go. I wanted to shift the pattern, so now we can hook a snare up. You know, maybe I should put this thing more in the center. That would be logical. Since it's for suckers. Trigger. That guy. Snare. That sounds like a snare drum. Or should we use that for hi-hats? Like it. That's kind of cool. Okay, so hang on. Now if we just go plop, or better yet, let's just mute the bass drum. So here's what I want to kind of do. Like, I want to play around with the plats. This guy is generating the hi-hat, right? But if you crank the morph, it kind of opens it. So I think it'd be kind of a cool thing to, you know, occasionally pop that open. That'd be kind of cool. We could do that a lot of different ways. Lots of different ways. Immediately what pops into mind is this little Behringer sequencer. I like the sound of that. Well, let's run another clock then. So many clocks. Oh God. So tempo CV trigger in. Okay, so what we want to do is yeah, you can, right? So there's a control. Hey, by the way, hello. There's a control on the plats, which is the morph. And so you could do a bunch of stuff. You could throw you could put an LFO on it, for example. You could just have it doing stuff. Oh, interesting. You've changed. I like the time that my friend came into the channel and was like semi-hitting on you because he thought you were like a hot chick. That was funny. Laughed. I lol. But yeah, what I want to think here, what I want to try to do is to use a sequencer, okay? So what I want to do is take all of the knobs in this row and turn them all the way down, okay? And then maybe set a couple of them to just up a little tiny bit. And then we can do some weird stuff with like changing the length of the sequence on the fly. Is this working? Okay, so this is a parallel sequence. So gate out, trigger out. Okay, no, my values need to be. So now if I put it on like an odd number, so now it kind of just like flips and does weird stuff. Yeah, in this case, I'm sending it a sequence, right? So a sequence is just a voltage, right? So if I, in fact, here, I hope this works. No, so that's an eight step sequence, right? And the knobs here are just voltages, so they're not on a note or anything. They're just voltages or fractions of a volt. So essentially, I've got it on 7 steps. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this one, and this one are turned up. Now, it's not hitting on all of them. So if I flip this all the way up, so now you can hear it now. And as I turn like one of these down, okay, so it's that interaction between like the timing of it and whether or not that sequencer track is going. So like this is a 16-step sequencer right here, the dot sequencer. This thing is only set to 7, so they don't, obviously they don't 100% line up. Now we could do this a few different ways, actually. We could send it, and this would be an interesting experiment. Let's try it. We could send a clock to the Turing machine, and then we could send the son of a... I swear to God, I need new cables. So then if we took the output, then it still won't reach. It still won't reach. It's about as far away as I can get this thing. So if I take the output of the Turing machine, so now it's going to flip a coin. And then I can scale the output so that it puts it at a like higher level or a lower level. So then you get that balance between like the spikes in voltage coming out of the Turing machine. How much are they going to actually change the flats? That's an interesting balance right there. That's kind of cool. Okay, so now the Turing machine is basically spitting out a random voltage. Every time it gets a clock pulse, it flips a coin and says, emit a pulse, don't emit a pulse, and then the voltage for it is randomized. Right, so, yeah, I think tomorrow, I'm gonna buy another webcam. Buy out my local Best Buy, buy all of their webcams. Order the market on Logitech. Yeah, so whatever voltage source you want to use, doesn't really matter. Whatever you like. So, okay. So what do we do for snare drum? Snare drum would be pretty easy. Let's use a noise source. So we'll go old school snare drum. So we'll go straight up noise source here. Actually, let's use the noise from... Oh, you know what? I tried this before. It's not a problem. What's happened? Ultra random analog. It's a source. It's very... I hate that. Well, in fact, it is a noise source. So, in fact, if I just take the output, these guys, if I take the output from one of these channels, so what you're hearing, good question, Solteca. It's about $10,000 so far. Now, however, I will say, I have a handful of modules that I've purchased through like bulk purchasing. Like, for example, the red ones up here. I got a full Vinicius Electric Lizard system. Got it from a friend of mine, and that was kind of my first dive into eurorack. So I'm still using some of the modules. Some of them I'm not. Some of them are unnecessary, but actually there's quite a few of them that are really, really good. That I miss is the Lizard sitting. It's this guy raw. Yeah. It's a it's either an 8-step sequencer or it's a really ridiculous VCO, which does like harmonies, and it can do like, you know, super saw and everything. Yeah, but keep in mind, you know, this is over years, right? This is I've been working on this thing for about 4 or 5 years now. So, little by little, you know, and I do have a full-time job, so I am a teacher. And, okay. So there's our noise. All right, so if we take that noise and we go into a VCA. Let's go input into the VCA. Bang. Output into the mixer channel. Wah! So loud. Okay, sorry about that. Let's tone that down. 1 second. Really loud. Okay, there. So let's take the output. We go to here. We'll go trigger number 1. And then output into here. Yeah. Yeah, that's just it, right? I mean, plus I've got two of the 6U Rack Brute cases. And I mean, like, those were $400 a piece, right? So there's almost $1,000 in cases and a bag for the cases that I had this whole idea of like a traveling rig, and I quickly outgrew them. You know, I bought one and I was like, well, okay, it's kind of cool because it's expandable for the future. And I bought another one. Like, oh shit, I'm out of space. So that's the thing. It's a harsh investment, especially when you do the right thing and you get like as big of a case as you can at first, you know, in the very beginning. That's a lot of money. I mean, just the case, this case was a little over $1,200, and it's 120 HP, 15U. Which, I mean, that's dirt cheap when you compare to some of the big names, like Needham Woodworks out in California. That guy makes just gorgeous cases. Amazing stuff. Like furniture quality, though. Creativity Vapors. Creativity Vapors. But then again, I'm also like, I'm going to turn 50 in a few weeks. So I mean, like, got the Fender Rhodes, got the MS-20 over there. I've got a room over here. My control room has digital piano and a half dozen synths and a drum set and everything else. So it's like, you know, this is not like, hey, I'm 22 and I have all this shit. No, I'm old and I have all of this shit because I'm really smart about stuff, and I have this weird knack of like finding random deals. I mean, I've gotten multiple synthesizers for free. Okay. So like that kind of stuff just happens, you know, and not often, you know, it's happened a few times in my life. Okay, let's get the reverb on like a real small, like, we'll put the snare, there we go. Les type. Yeah, man, January 20th for me. Okay, so there's our drums. Now, what else do we do? It just record saying creativity vapors. Sure. Oh, sure. No more glue for anybody to glue with. Okay. Let's, well, we could do that. Look up. See what that's in there. Just to mess around. Just to create some texture here. No. Okay, there we go. Clear that. This one. It's not empty. Man! Just stuff in. Creativity vapors. Okay. Now if I Yeah, me too. You know, I'm good friends with Jake from Signals Music Studio, and we were just talking about stuff last night. Discord. It's like, what's one of the things that you wish somebody had told you when you were starting out as a musician? And I was like, a few other things, but then I mentioned like somebody could have disabused me of the notion of like being a rock star. Of like being successful with music doesn't necessarily mean having a giant mansion and fast cars and all this other stuff. You know, it could just mean, you know, like what you're making. Have some fans, you know, that kind of stuff. Like keep it more realistic. Here's the question. Can I trigger this? Yeah, I can. I can trigger this. I want to trigger it semi-randomly. We can trigger it with the Turing machine. Just on an occasional pulse that it gets. 1 and 7. Now, how do I trigger this? Hey, Ian, what's going on, man? No Paul Stretch. No, that's all the R bar. Instruo R bar. This thing is so fun. Creative. Okay. Enough of that. In the meantime, Metropolis. I was having a good time using ensemble oscillator as a bass. It sounded. My only complaint is I kind of lack of stereo filters extent. Kinda, sorta. I'm wondering. I could try that again. Try to play sound. Let's see. First of all, external clock. Clock is. So, let's see. Let's pick. Bass is blue. Gate. Pitch. So, pitch or super basic for now. How do you like the crystal clear new camera, though? No tracers and trailers. Actually running at 60 FPS. I gotta upgrade my other one. Seriously, I might just go tonight and just get one. Like, didn't you just come here and buy another webcam? Yes, shut up. For me. The new one is Logitech Brio 4K diggity dank webcam. That's an investment I haven't made yet, is getting another DSLR and a capture box for here. Because that's just too much. Maybe over the summer. Oh, nice. Yeah, on occasion I get some random person that is like, I'm in Germany and I love your music. And I'm always like, that's awesome. I just love the fact that I can reach out across the world and just be like, look, here you go. Here's a drop of stuff to go into your brain and make you think different thoughts. And that's just great. It's just amazing. Okay. Now what we could do is, this would be actually kind of, is run this through low pass gate. Let's not use the cable. Sir. And then run the gate. Silly me, thinking that cable would actually reach. What the hell is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Just run the gate as a trigger low pass gate. cable is way too long, way too long, way too long, way too long. That cable is way too long. Way too long, way too long, way too long, way too long. Way too long, way too long, way too long, way too long. Can this reach a stereo channel, a stereo channel, a stereo channel, a stereo channel? Okay. How am I gonna tune this thing? Ah, crap. Okay, okay, I gotta do something real quick. I'm actually gonna tune. It's awesome. Did it! Tuned! Okay, so that oscillator tuned. So now can I play rings part? Have it actually. It's weird. Let's limit the pulses more here. Yeah, that's not right. See you, man. Thanks for coming by. And I'm out. Thanks for coming. Have a day. Or an evening. Full of magic and mystery.